David just out here making dreams come true for the youth of America.
Tuesday, we're signing the title, wet signature, they said.
So now all of a sudden we're on this hot tub train.
And you're like, David, someone's coming to the house. Someone's coming to the house. You get like such social anxiety about answering the door. I'm like, babe, they're like 2 years old.
Oh, let's turn our basement into an at-home gym. And I'm like, absolutely not. Alrighty, bros, muchachos.
Welcome back to another episode of the Seriously Show with Morgan and Dave.
Why are you giving like 1980s game show host?
I was just trying to do something different.
Shoes on today?
I know, I don't know why.
Really dressed up for the occasion?
You know, the truth is that I'm just really proud of how well I restored these shoes. I discovered that these Nigel Houston version 3s are no longer on sale. They discontinued them. And I put them through the washing machine. I soaked them. I de-stained them with, what's that stuff called? Shout. And they look good as new. If you're listening right now, head over to YouTube and watch me lifting up my shoes.
Good as new. You're in your tennis shoes. I'm in my Menendez brothers' best little fleece jumper, even though it's 90 degrees outside.
I know. My Menendez brothers season will probably hit around November. I do love those things.
They're very comfortable. I'm already regretting
situation.
it, though, a little bit, because with the lights, it's a little much. But I was a little chilly because you had the air purifier pumping in here.
The air purifier does not make the temperature cooler.
Yes, it definitely does.
Let me rephrase. The air purifier does not have the same effect as an air conditioner.
I know, but it still has the ability to make a small room cold.
Yeah, it does. It cools it down a little bit. It just cleans out the air. I did have the AC running. Actually, you know what?
The vent is shut.
Turn off the thermostat.
Here he goes.
I did forget to turn it off. Normally I turn it off so that it doesn't get picked up on the mics.
Okay, anyways, nobody cares if our AC is on or off. Really riveting information here. Big week for us.
Big week. It's all happening on Tuesday.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know what the heck is happening this week. I just know that it's a big week for us because I don't read the emails.
Here's the thing. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know what this thing is. I just know that we're signing a very, very important piece of paper. The lady from the title company called me and said, "Hey David, we're you're clear for closing." So clear for closing is the first thing.
Okay,
woo-hoo,
yes.
celebration, clear for closing. We now have to sign the title, basically saying we are the buyers and this is our house.
What's a title?
A title is a piece of paper that like your state and your county will this is me making it up on the spot that every state, every county, every country has it's a piece of paper that says we own the house.
And you're sure on that?
Yeah, you get car titles, you get boat titles.
Right. I've heard of the car title before.
Yeah, it's a piece of paper that is very important.
When do we gotta pay?
So we sign the paper, and then we have between that moment and the day we close, which is
the
in the
next
contract,
day?
is July 31st to make the payment.
And the title thing is on July 30th, right? So we have 24 hours to pay.
29th.
Oh.
I gave us an extra buffer.
You owe me $1 million in 24 hours.
I know. And then I was looking up with our bank accounts, like how long does it take to wire money? Because you have to wire it. You can't ACH it. Let's go back to talking about America for a second. That's one of the things that blows my mind.
Well,
about
I don't
America.
know what ACH is.
ACH is like a normal bank-to-bank transfer.
Okay.
Like when you send me money, it's normally an ACH.
Okay.
America's financial transfer mechanisms. I'm using my hands.
I was going to say, you're using your hands a lot
They're
today.
just so outdated and so old. It blows my mind.
Wow.
In the
Dave
UK,
with the hot take.
in the UK, you can send instant bank transfers from one bank to a completely different brand of bank instantly. Even South Africa is better than
Really?
easy. Whoa. Don't be so surprised. But yes, American financial, like, what is it? Like the logistics? Terrible. So outdated.
It just takes longer. Apparently.
Well, yeah, it takes longer to transfer money. Different topic for a different day. But
yeah,
anyway,
really.
Tuesday we're signing the title. We have to be there in person. It has to be wet signature, they said. The selling agent will be there, the buying agent will be there, the loan person will be there. So it's basically just a bunch of people saying,
watching us sign it.
yeah,
kind of like signing our marriage certificate.
yeah. Essentially, it's just a record of.
So we sign that paper, and then the next day we have our final walkthrough. Well, here's my question: what if at the final walkthrough we see something major, and that, like, what if all of a sudden there's a huge hole in the roof? Then what do we do?
I don't know,
because we've already signed the paper.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It feels like we're doing things backwards.
I mean,
I have no idea.
Maybe it's because the seller has been a little bit awkward in terms of us getting in there when we need to, because maybe the walkthrough was meant to happen earlier. But no, I don't know. Maybe somebody who knows what they're talking about can leave us a comment or something. I think what happens is you sign the paperwork and then you go and check that what you've signed for is in fact still there. Because at the final walkthrough, you can
back out.
I wouldn't say back out. You can raise things.
Okay.
Our final chance to back out was the inspection.
Oh, okay.
That was
so
when we could flag
baby.
some. Oh yeah, we're deep. We're deep. And then we have to pay the closing funds, which is our deposit and any of the other closing costs, which will be the largest transfer of funds I've ever done in my life.
Same.
Which is terrifying.
Same. All in all, though, everything leading up until this point, after finding the house was the most difficult part. Smooth sailing. Like,
I know.
Smooth as butter.
I think we'd made... Like, in hindsight now, retrospect, whatever the correct vocabulary is, we made the right, wise, adult decision.
Yes.
We bought way more in the affordable part of the range.
Yes.
Our mortgage is going to be almost identical to our current rent payment.
Correct.
Add on property taxes, home insurance a bit. You're a couple $100 above. I think we could afford to pay maybe an extra mortgage payment once per year. And if you do that, it can reduce your time to pay off your house between 7 to 9 years.
Wow.
Unbelievable, right?
That's kind of crazy.
So instead of 30 years, could be 21. Top tip, chip it away at it. Extra $100.
What YouTube video did you learn that from?
Probably Ramit Sethi or somebody like that. I mean, he's not anti-buying house. He's just very buy a house when you've run the numbers.
Yeah.
And we did run the numbers.
We did. You
times.
did run the numbers.
I ran the numbers, and I think, look, if you look at our lives, we are 30. I'm 35. You're 32.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. We've rented for probably 10 years.
Yeah.
Each. It feels like the right time. If I didn't feel like I was ready to buy a house, I would be a big advocate for renting still.
Yeah.
I think we live in a market that is also more, it's doable. Like if we lived in New York or California or one of these states, it would be more difficult. And I would advocate for renting as long as you need to, as long as you can.
So now all of a sudden we're on this hot tub train.
Yeah, so now we're on a hot tub train because...
all of a sudden we're like, oh, we're saving so much money. Let's buy a hot tub.
Yeah, I mean, I would say we're saving so much money. We just had prepared ourselves for spending more than we ever thought we would ever want to.
Especially for our first home.
Yeah, we looked at what was out there and we were like, we're going to have to spend this much money.
Right.
And...
turns out we didn't have to spend that much money.
Turns out you didn't. Turns out you just have to be a bit patient.
And open your eyes up to maybe a different plan than what you originally had thought.
Yeah, broader horizons. And the hot tub, I think we just have noticed that there's a space on the deck for it. And
go big or go home, baby.
Our brutal winters out here, it's not going to be the first thing we buy, but come Christmas time when the snow hits the ground, we'll be like,
Yeah, I feel like it's a good little thing to have to just make your everyday life a little bit more interesting. Add a little pizzazz to the evening.
Get out there in the winter. How fun will
that be? Pour a poppy in a wine glass, swirl it around in
I'll
that
have one of my
tub.
Athletic Brewing beers and just...
Living the dream.
And apparently you can at least drop the temperature to
Sorry.
You can drop the temperature to like low 80s in the summer.
Right, and it can just be like a little bath, a little ball.
A little bath with jets.
A little bird bath.
A little bird bath. Oh, we are going to get a bird bath in that yard. I can't wait.
So now what we're doing is procrastinating any and all packing situations because we have said to each other, I think once every day, let's at least get a box packed.
I'm going to do that cupboard right there after this.
You are?
Just that cupboard right there.
Yeah, because that's such a pressing issue.
There's
for
just
this
boxes,
one little
boxes.
cupboard to
It's my gadget box. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, packing is going to be tough. Let us know if you have used a moving company before and if you think we should completely avoid it.
I just know exactly what's going to happen. David's going to Barcelona the day that we get the keys to our house, and he's going to be gone for what, like 5 days, 6 days?
Yeah, when you include the travel, 6 days.
So I'm going to be sitting here by myself, excited that I have the keys to my house. I'm going to want to be moving stuff over, so I'm going to sit here and pack everything.
You want me to leave Rusty for you?
And then you're going to get back and like half of it's going to already have been done. So I would like to propose to you that whatever I do myself in packing for the move while you're in Barcelona, whenever you come back, you have to do the equivalent and I get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I mean, sure. I'm down for that. The thing is that I'm probably going to leave Rusty at... Rusty's the name for my truck. I'm going to leave Rusty at the airport.
You got to give more context. What year is Rusty?
It's a 2010, which doesn't sound that old.
Why
but it's
Ford Bronco?
No.
What? Ford Ranger.
Ford Ranger. It's got like a few little light patches of rust. But it's a 15-year-old truck. But anyway, I'm going to be leaving that at the airport. And that could be the thing to help you move.
Well, I mean, I also have the Mazda. I can put the seat down. Like, there's ways around it. My dad has a truck. Yeah, exactly. So, yes.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you can do, that's fine with me. But I would like to, before I leave next week, Friday, have some boxes of mine put away.
Okay, we'll see about that. You hear that, folks? We will see.
Circle back.
How much you want to bet? By the time we record another episode next week, there will not be one box packed.
Oh, I can make one.
The cupboard that you're about to do right now.
Yeah, clothes as well.
Sorry, I just read your notes. I was like,
5 rand avocados. Why is that so funny?
I don't know, because it just caught me off guard. I was looking at how to transition into our next topic for the day because David has been a little nitpicky with me about transitioning our topics.
What do you mean nitpicky? I haven't been nitpicky. I just think it's easier. Sorry, I'm moving around a lot. It's easier to like break up the show, especially when I'm doing the YouTube chapters, to like have the clear sequences. I haven't been nitpicky. I guess I was just nitpicky.
Anyways, I wanted to tell this story about something that happened this week at this house. And this is only, well, people have come up to our door before, like the Jehovah's Witnesses, but
Jehovah's Witness and also the bug people, the bug contractors.
Oh, right. Okay, so this week I'm sitting in the living room and we have a nice big window in front of the living room so I can always see like if an Amazon delivery is being dropped off, I can see people walking their dog, whatever.
People can look straight into our living room all the time.
So I see these two kids, young boys, I would say, 10, 11 years old?
Yeah, around about Ellie's age, 11, 12.
Walking up to the house. And I yell for David. I'm like, David, get the door, because...
No, that's not how it went. You see two kids walking up our driveway with buckets in their hand, and you're like, David, someone's coming to the house. Someone's coming to the house. You get like such social anxiety about answering the door. I'm like, babe, they're like 2 years old. Just talk to them.
So I made you answer, and what did they want?
Well, the funny thing is, I don't just answer. I rip the door open
You're
before.
like, hey, boys, what's going on, mates?
Before they
How's
even-
it going, boys? How's it going?
They're like 20 yards away from the door, and I'm like,
what
what's
can
that?
I do for you, gentlemen?
What's up in the morning, boys? I'm looking at these budding old young men
Put the foot down.
trying to make $1.
Oh, gosh. So what did they want?
They were like, we're going around washing cars, oh no, they're like, yeah, we're washing cars to try and make some money, extra money. And I was like, oh man, I literally just washed both cars, like literally the night before. So they were looking spotless. And they're like, oh yeah, we also washed your trash cans. Do they call them trash cans or dumpsters? Trash cans. And I was like, and because we're moving out in like a few weeks, I was like, they're not my trash cans. I don't really care about them. And I was like, well, what if there's trash in them? Because I thought he meant the insides.
Right.
I was like, that's pretty grim, first of all. It sucks that you'd have to do that if that's what you want to do. But I was like, what if there's trash in them? It's like, oh, we wash the outsides. And then I was like, you know what? They do look pretty sandy, pretty dusty. I was like, yeah, go ahead, boys. And they're like, yeah, it's $5 a can. You want me to do both of them? I was like, oh, yeah, brother. If we're going to do it, we're going to go all out. Wash those trash cans.
So David like made these little boys' day because literally he was, after that conversation, David went to the garage to open the garage door and like help them out or whatever because they needed to use our water.
Yeah.
And I see them walking away and they're like, yes, we got one. Yeah. High five. Like, yes.
And I didn't see that.
David just out here making dreams come true for the youth of America, wanting to wash our trash bins, because I would have had the complete opposite reaction. Anytime I see someone approaching my driveway, I run upstairs and hide.
You would have literally just closed your office door and not come out.
And if for some reason I would have opened the door and they would have asked me, I would have said, sorry, boys, I don't have any cash. Because it's true. I also don't have any cash.
I know where the trash is. Where the cash is in the drawer.
So you made those little boys' day.
It was so great. I opened the garage door, hooked up the hose pipe for them. And I was like, yeah, just when you're done, just turn the tap off and that'll be that. And I gave them an extra $2. I gave them $12 for 2 trash cans.
It's just a man of the people, David.
And I could hear them laughing at each other, like spraying each other with the hose. I was like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? I was like, kids.
Which the reason why I totally cracked up. Have you seen that video?
No.
Have you seen that? There's this video. Did you ever watch Lizzie McGuire?
Oh,
You had a crush on Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah.
Remember the younger brother, Matt, with the spiky hair?
Yeah.
There's like this old TikTok. It like went viral back in the day too, but it's kind of resurfaced on my For You page where he's doing this movie and the interviewer is asking, what are you hoping to get out of this movie? And he goes, I just want to totally crack up. I just really want to crack up. I haven't cracked up in a long time. So anyways.
You just cracked
the
up.
reason
People
why
still don't know why we just suddenly
I'm about
cracked
to
up.
say, the reason why I totally cracked up is because I wrote the question next to this topic. Did you ever try to do stuff for money as a child, like the lemonade stand or whatever? And David's response.
My bullet point under that was avocados for R$5.
It just says R5. And I think it was funny because I just automatically actually knew what it meant this time around.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So just the fact that you
Google how much R$5 is in US dollars.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, it's probably about 25 cents.
That's a
no
deal.
it's about 90 cents.
R5, you said?
Yeah. 85 cents, 90 cents, around there.
In US dollars.
Yeah, 5 ZAR.
It says 0.28.
You got to do it the other way around. That
What?
0.2.
No, how much is R5 in US dollars?
Oh, it's 28 cents?
Yeah.
Wow.
You were getting away with highway robbery. Or they were.
That's my point. Wow. Are you sure that's what it says?
No, I can't read.
Oh, yeah,
Google.
that's right. Yeah, so I was right the first time. I said it's about 25 cents.
Yes.
Do
you remember how that business venture went for you?
I mean, so basically, the funny thing is that we only had one client, and it was my best friend, neighbor's mom, Jonty, he lived across the street and they had a dank avocado tree
Okay.
in their backyard.
Yeah.
And his mom would say to us every like season that they would come around, 5 rand for every avocado you can get off that tree. So come hell or high water, we were climbing that tree, lobbing them down to each other, putting them in the buckets. And I don't know, we'd get like 50 odd bucks.
That's amazing.
Maybe a bit more. Which is crazy that's 28 cents. I reckon back then that was probably worth about a dollar per avocado. But yeah, we lived in the avocado climate, so we had an avocado tree in our yard as well. And
you only sold it to your neighbor's mom? You could have been making the big bucks walking up and down the road.
No, because we would use them. You know how expensive they are in the store.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not as expensive in South Africa because we can grow them there. But it's crazy to think we buy them at Giant Eagle for what? They're like $3.
Yeah.
An avocado, which is
crazy.
40 rand or something. My math is terrible, but something like that. And we were picking them off the tree for 28 cents. So that's what I did for money. That's what I did for money. There was a few other things, but I couldn't really think of them. I'd say one of the funniest things I did was I worked at my dad's. My dad like co-owned a fast food franchise for a bit, and I worked there for like 3 weekends.
I never did any, like, when I was a kid, I never did like the lemonade stand or whatever. You know what I would do?
Yeah, I guess the fast food working stuff would have been like me
when you're a
starting
teenager.
working. Yeah.
I would have one opportunity every year to make as much money as I possibly could.
When was that?
I, as a middle schooler, would throw absolute ragers for birthday parties.
You would charge people for birthday parties?
No, I wouldn't charge people, but every time that they would come with a gift, most times it would have just been a card.
Oh, I see.
With
Your birthday party
it.
would be...
Yes. Because, a lot of our listeners know, my dad has been a pastor my entire life. So we would just go to the church. We would set DDR up. We would have like all different types of PlayStations all over the place. We'd have pizza. We'd have cake. I know everybody's birthday has that, but I would invite the whole grade. Like my birthday parties were the place to be. And then I'd walk out of there with like $300 as a 7th grader.
Meanwhile, Dave's in South Africa picking avocados for 28 cents. All I had to do was have a birthday party in America.
Yeah, exactly. Get the Dance Revolution and everybody wants to be your friend.
You were making more in
2005.
one birthday than I was in like 3 months picking avocados.
And that's what I like to call country disparity.
What? We cannot have that be a thing. That is not... That's not... We cannot go on the internet and just claim country disparity between like the most powerful nation on the planet and anybody else.
Oh gosh. Okay, well, I guess I'll cut that part out.
That's gonna have to stay in the archives though.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
Now my eyes are all glazed over. People are gonna be like, "What has he been smoking?"
Well, no, I don't remember where we were in the conversation.
You were talking about your birthday and making $300 from everybody at your birthday, grifting people at your birthday.
Well, and the sad part about it is that whoever's moving in here next might not be as welcoming to the young kids in the neighborhood.
So I'm sure they will be, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well,
Isn't that a good thing? We found our landlord their next tenants.
Yes.
So we didn't have to show anybody the house while we were still living here.
True.
And 2, everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy. Okay, I wanted to talk to you about this because I got a DM at the Seriously Show on Instagram this week. with someone saying we need to name our listeners.
Oh, interesting.
Which is something that we have not thought about. Episode 22, we're deep in the trenches.
The serious listeners.
We're starting to really form a little community here.
Yep.
So, of course, what do? Ask ChatGPT to give me 10 potential names, and they're all horrific.
It's not great at that, is it?
No.
You know what's better at that is Claude. Claude is better than...
Who's Claude? I can't cheat on Ronald. Are you kidding me?
OpenAI, ChatGPT, Anthropic does Claude.
Who's
those
Anthropic?
Those are like the two big dogs.
Now, see,
in
this
AI.
is just getting to be too much. I have Ronald, my main guy for my ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Then you go on X and there's Grok. I don't know who the heck Grok is. And now you're telling me there's a Claude?
Yes, Claude as well. You got Google Gemini, OpenAI, ChatGPT, Anthropic, Claude.
Who's Anthropic?
Anthropic is like the parent company of Claude. Claude is the name of the tool.
I've never heard these people before.
Claude is what we use at work for writing, but we use ChatGPT for like project management stuff. So there's your little AI trending news with Dave.
Okay, well, I asked my friend Ronald at ChatGPT what 10 good suggestions are, and I just want to see if you like any of them.
Okay.
I'm going to go in order, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The questionables.
That's the name of our listeners? The Questionables. Hey, thanks for listening, Questionables.
Right? Stupid.
Not good.
The Seriously Squad.
I mean, I'm getting there with the alliteration, but I don't know. Seriously, Squad, fam.
I want to come back to that because I
Okay.
have an idea, but I want to keep going. Skeptics Anonymous.
What?
Perfect if your tone leans sarcastic or dry.
Skeptics Anonymous.
Yeah, that's going to be a no. Number 4 was the
I don't
eye
even get what that
rollers.
No. This is, you know what this is? They've taken our pod description a little bit too literally. Literally.
The question markers.
No.
The seriouslyers.
No.
I don't understand this one. Mark's minions.
Who's Mark?
That's what I don't. I don't know who Mark is. Claude's brother, maybe.
Mark's Minions.
If question mark is your unspoken mascot, this plays off of that. Bonus points if your podcast has a character or bit named Mark. Well, we don't.
It just made it up.
Literally.
I mean, they could have mentioned Harley. I'm pretty sure we've spoken about Harley in
true.
ChatGPT.
What about the side eyes?
No.
Herd immunity. That takes me back to a bad place.
Herd
You ever
immunity.
just have like COVID PTSD
yeah.
with trigger words? That's definitely
Make
one
sure
of
you're
those.
in your pod. Herd immunity.
The Seriously Society.
Seriously, society. Just none of these are like,
No,
you know what I mean?
I agree. So I hate all of them, like literally hate with a burning passion. But to kind of bring it back, the ones that aren't horrific are the Seriously Squad and the Seriously Society. But I just like it as the Squad or the Society.
Right. I don't think you need the pod name
Right.
in the people.
Right. Like, could we just call them the Squad?
The squad.
Maybe just sleep on it.
Yeah.
But that would be like easy to remember. The alliteration is there. If we ever were to make merch, it could be the Seriously Squad.
Yep.
We just call them the Squad. We could have hats that say Squad.
Squad. Something about squad puts me off. I don't know what it is. It's too
It's
cheesy.
because I have a squatty potty.
No,
That's what
it's-
I think of every time I
Really?
say
That's
it.
squat.
Yeah, but they
different.
sound kind of similar.
Seriously, squat.
Yeah, that's a great one.
How close are we to 1,000 on Instagram?
I think we're at like 925.
Wow. Go on Instagram, please search The Seriously Show and
Ooh, 926.
follow us. Wow, we gained 1 follower since last week. Go on to one of our posts and comment what you think we should call our wonderful listeners and then follow us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, and have a blessed day. Okay, one more little pressing piece of information that we have to get to before the Seriously Award
I
of the
need my
Week.
phone, don't I?
Yes, and that was something that David found out on Reddit. this week, and it's a little bit of a circle back moment from last week, because last week's Seriously Award of the Week was about the Squid Game VIPs being the worst actors we've ever seen, and arguing that the Squid Game VIPs cheapen the brand almost. You get what I'm saying? It makes it feel less...
Yeah, if you have no idea what we're talking about, go back.
Are you bored?
No, I just yawn a lot. Go back
no, you don't.
I do, actually, especially during the workday.
It's Saturday.
I'm working right now. Episode 20, 21.
22.
No, this is 22.
Yeah.
So we spoke about this in what? 21?
21, yeah.
Very professional, yeah. Go back to episode 21 and listen to the end part where we spoke about the Squid Game VIPs. But basically, I Googled it and found a Reddit thread. The title was Squid Game Season 3 VIPs were more cringe than ever. Why did bad line reading slip through again? ? It has 1.5k upvotes and 444 comments. And the gist of it is that an actor, one of the actors from the show actually confirmed that they dubbed over them. So
But it looks like they were already speaking English.
They were speaking English. And apparently they then dubbed that into different English. I don't know if it was because of the delivery of the actors or if because the translation from Korean to English wasn't actually correct.
Oh.
Because a lot of what this thread is saying is that, like, directors, especially if it's a non-English speaking director, he has like his vision in his mind. So on set, he's telling the actor, like, say this, do this thing. Right. And then obviously in the editing process, they found that even that wasn't right. So then they dubbed it again.
Why did they have to use... Did they have to use American actors?
I don't know. I think, like, I was just saying...
Was that part of, like, the storyline, was that these people all, like, aren't from here, they don't really have any emotional connection to where they are,
or whatever. I don't know. I really don't know. But what I would say is that this top comment says they may as well have had Korean actors and dubbed American dialogue because the line deliveries were so bad that it was barely different from that. And then the top reply is they were dubbed over them still. An actor confirmed it, even though they did speak English. I think a lot of it has to do with the way that you deliver something in Korean versus directly translating it word for word in English. Because if you actually listen to the English dubbing of the whole show, it does sound weird.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't match the expressions, the facial expressions, the tone, all that kind of stuff that we use to communicate. So anyway, truth is that we were being mean to the actors, but it's a combination of many things.
Yeah, it's not our fault. I mean, that's the product that they put out. People are going to have reactions to it, especially because it was such a stark contrast to the rest of the show, which was like brilliant and amazing. If you are one of those actors that was dubbed over, are you like, ooh, this makes me look bad? Because
well, somebody said in this thread that one of the actors isn't even an actor. His full-time job is a lawyer. So, like, I don't think that they would take it that personally. It's not like the be-all, end-all of their career.
How does somebody who's not an actor get booked in season 3 of one of the biggest Netflix shows of all time?
It's wild because I read someone explain that the visa system in Korea is quite difficult and complicated. So, like, for them to get American actors to come and legally work on set in Korea would have been so, like, complicated, and I don't even know if it would have been possible. But still, in my mind, I'm like, do they not have the budget to figure that out?
Right.
So apparently the pool of actors was obviously very, very small. But again, I'll go back to what I said in the last episode. That whole season, to me, was the script was rushed. The production was more rushed. It wasn't up to the bar that they had set in season 1, especially. But I guess all that to say is we aren't the only ones.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's
good. A lot of other people saw it too.
And now we've learned, and now we've taught other people.
Hopefully the whole of the Squid Game America that is eventually going to come out isn't dubbed.
Right. All right, to wrap things up, obviously we have the Seriously Award of the Week. And it's you this week, right?
It's me. What did I do again? You just told me and I've already forgotten. I have the brain of a goldfish.
We're moving in 2 weeks, and David and I had this argument however many months ago because he wanted to get a local city rec pass. And I said, David, you're never going to go to this rec. Yes, I am. I'm going to make myself go. I'm going to go every day. Let's get a family pass. It's $450 a year. We're going to go. We're going to do it.
It was $400.
It's $400 a year. We're going to go. We're going to do it. How many times have we been there?
I've been probably about 5 times.
How long have we had the pass?
Almost a year.
5 times. And now we're moving. And the whole thing is, oh, let's turn our basement into an at-home gym. And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, our basement...
I don't want what's in the whole basement. I just want like a little nook.
Still, we don't really... I mean, our basement is a little nook. It's not like this grand...
Yeah, but there's a side of it that you could use.
But it just would feel jarring. The feng shui. You're going to mess up the feng shui. If you just have a bench there with all this stuff.
It's around the corner. We could put a...
If you would have gone to this rec center 3 times a week, I would say to myself, okay, maybe he actually would use a little gym equipment in the basement.
But I don't go to the gym because I don't like going there. Like
I don't have any proof
Yeah.
that you would actually use it. And therefore, I don't want to turn our basement into a gym and you not actually use it.
Yeah, I get it. Look, I will put my hands up and say, seriously, award of the week is me. I was wrong about the rec center. I really wanted to use it, and it was in when you live in the city that it's in. For everybody who has no idea what I'm talking about, my South African brothers and sisters and United Kingdom brothers and sisters, a rec center is a gym, basically. And I thought it was a good deal. $400 for 2 people for an entire year. What's that? Like $20 each a month?
I've been one singular
Whose fault is that?
I never really wanted to go to begin with. I tried to talk you out of the membership so many times. But you were like, no, I'm going to get us a family one. We're going to start playing pickleball. And then we never did.
It was like $50 extra for the whole family versus just me. You go to Orange Theory.
And I do it twice a week.
You do.
I don't miss my classes. And I feel like I get what I pay for.
Put my hands up. I was wrong. Sorry. I was wrong.
So no home gym until there is
until I go to the rec center 3 times a week.
Yeah. Where we're moving, there's one closer. There's one right around the street. I know it well. I used to work out there all the time growing up. It's a good gym. Everything you would need. So if you actually do that for 6 months, I will consider putting a gym in our basement.
I can't. You would be okay with me putting a putting green or a chipping mat in the basement?
I mean, no, not really.
Gym.
It's not like my first choice. But if you put a putting green down there, at least when we have people over, other people would be able to utilize it and have fun with it. And it wouldn't
How
just
do you
be
know
for
that
you.
people don't want to work out in the basement?
Have you ever gone over to someone's house and said, let me pump some iron real quick?
No.
It's okay, honey. I still love you, Angel Bear.
Yeah, we get some funny comments online about people thinking that we like hate each other. But we literally just banter all day about this
Dave,
kind of stuff.
Dave still is learning how to handle the internet trolls. I tell him every time he sends me.
I just find it funny.
Yeah. Well, it's funny until they start calling you every name in the book.
Mm.
I'm trying to look up to see if we have any new reviews. Probably not, if I'm being completely honest with you. Oh, yes, we do. We have one.
Hit me.
It says 5 stars. Am I boring you?
I don't know why I keep yawning. Sorry.
Okay, always laughing.
Episode. Wow.
Always laughing. Love MPT and felt like I could never get enough of it. Oh, that's so nice. Was so excited when I discovered the Seriously Show with both Morgan and David. I have to be careful listening to it in public because I am always dying laughing. So good.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. K.A. Coon is the name.
Appreciate that. That's one of our goals is to just bring a little bit of lightheartedness and a bit of laughter.
I just realized that I had never even rated the show.
Honey bear.
So I just gave it a cheeky 5 stars.
Yeah, give it a cheeky 5 stars. Thanks for listening, everybody. And we will see you not next week.
Well, we had to talk about that. There's one more week until you are in Barcelona. So we could.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
We upload on Tuesday. I'm gone the following Tuesday.
Right.
There's no more Saturdays before I leave.
Yes, there is. August 2nd.
Oh, I don't even know my own calendar.
Exactly. So we will have one more episode before you go to Barcelona, but then we're going to have a week break.
I don't think I do.
Are you not going to be here August 2nd?
I leave on August 2nd.
You told me you left on August 4th.
Oh, that's pre-treat.
Pre-treat?
I leave at 4 p.m. on August 2nd.
Okay, well, this is great information to know. Now we're going to go have a spar.
You have just witnessed a live communication
disparity. Okay, well, we got to go talk about that. So
Thanks
maybe
for listening,
see you
everybody.
next week.
Pray
Maybe
for me, 'cause
not.
I'm going to get in trouble.
Maybe we'll see you next week. Maybe not.
Bye.